Naysayers love to dismiss the Cayman as a Porsche for people who can't afford a 911, but any sports car buyer who thinks like that is really missing out. The fact is that the Porsche Cayman is one of the most enjoyable small sports cars at any price, and the fact it's affordable to buy is nothing more than a bonus.
Importantly, the Cayman looks every bit as exotic as a sports car should. At the front end, most of the drama comes from these curvaceous, bulbous wings that sit higher than the bonnet, and these three massive air intakes. There's another big old scoop down each side of the car for some extra visual muscle, and of course the defining feature of any coupe, a slinky, low-slung roofline. At the back, you'll find wings that are just as curvy as those at the front, plus these centrally mounted twin exhausts. Our favourite bit though is this clever little touch in the rear light clusters where the indicators are built into this little raised ridge. You might also have noticed this car's smoke light finishes and darkened splitters, and these are features unique to the range-topping Cayman GTS we've got here. But fear not, because lower end Caymans still look fantastic without them. The Cayman looks just as good on the inside as well. The plushness of the materials gives the feeling of quality and sophistication that you expect from a Porsche. And every control that you twist, push or pull works with a really nice damped action. Granted, finding the control you want isn't all that easy because this cluttered centre console has far too many buttons. However, this touchscreen system works pretty well, the driving position is spot on, and unlike most sports cars, you can actually see out the back of the Cayman. The other thing that the Cayman has over most of its sports car rivals, believe it or not, is practicality. You get one space for luggage under the bonnet and another at the back behind the engine, and together they provide a total of 425 litres of space, and that's more than you get in the boot of a Ford Focus. Like every Porsche, of course, the Cayman is all about the driving experience, and in any given situation, in any environment, this thing is simply dazzling. A lot of that's due to the mid-engined rear drive layout that gives the car such immense balance, but it's also contributed to in no small part by strong grip and sharp responses from the steering, the throttle and the brakes. What's more, the suspension is a work of art. It keeps the body dead flat under hard cornering, but it also keeps things impressively comfortable over the bumps. And this being the range-topping GTS, it gets Porsche's adaptive suspension as standard, and it's optional on the other versions. You toggle through driving modes using these two switches down here, and the suspension either firms up or softens off accordingly. And take it from us, it really works. The GTS also has an uprated version of the Cayman S's 3.4 litre six-cylinder petrol engine, which gives you 335 brake horsepower. That makes it the fastest Cayman going, with a 0 to 62 time of a shade under 5 seconds, and it feels absolutely blistering, and it doesn't sound half bad either. As brilliant as the GTS is though, we'd still point you towards one of the more humble versions of the Cayman. They're very nearly as fast, you'll have just as much fun, but you'll pay a lot less to buy them.
The Cayman is by no means a cheap car, and the shortage of standard equipment means you'll have to spend a good bit more on options. But considering the sheer amount of dynamic talent you get for your money, it's still exceptionally good value. Throw in the exotic looks, gorgeous interior, impressive practicality and reasonable running costs, and it's the best car of its type.